Evening, miss. Sorry I'm late.
Please, come in. Are you hurt?
No, dear. It's not mine. Just delivered twins over on Galston Street. Surprised the whole of Whitechapel didn't hear. This itch, then.
Had it a while now.
How much?
Feels like it's on fire sometimes.
What about inside?
It do stink, don't it?
It's a poultice. Mixture of herbs and the like. You take a bit in your palm and dampen it, and then you place it on your part, the part that's itching, and leave it for a couple of hours. Overnight is best.
If you say so. How much?
Hate me, dear.
You lived round here long?
All me life. Followed in me mum's footsteps. There's always women needing help round these parts.
Aye, there is. All your life, you say? Your face don't look familiar. Just being a snoop. Don't mind me.
Girls come to me with problems, worse than itching. I helps them. The magistrate said I'm wrong. Wanted to make an example. Gave me 20 years.
That's some fucking example. How did you get caught?
Some say it were a bitter girl. She couldn't live with it. Who knows? In the past now.
Knocking bitch. Do you still, help?
When I'm called.
Mary!
Who is it?
Mr. Bauer! I've come to collect.
I'll have it tomorrow.
Mr. McCarthy said things have to change. Said he's been too soft. Rent is to be paid in full and on time. No excuses.
Well, I can't magic coins out of my backside, now can I?
I'm doing the rounds. You've got a few hours. Have it when I return, Mary. Please.
I'll be off.
Thank you for coming.
Let me know if you need anything.
That's good to know.
Evening, Miss Kelly. Rent's due. I've come to collect.
I've already told Mr. Bauer I'll have it in a few hours.
Open up.
Shit. Hello?
Gotcha!
Will! You fucking bastard! You scared the shit out of me!
Your fucking face. It were a picture. Just having a bit of fun, Mary. Christ.
Fucking side splitting!
Oh, fancy a drink? I'll help you out with your rent if you like.
Piss off!
Stuck up cow. I've had enough of women today, Miss Kelly. Leave a lad be.
Oh, that's unlike you, Hopkins.
Perhaps.
Oh, Agnes.
Agnes. Oh, I just want me a pretty little popsy who'll have me for me.
Master Hopkins, pull yourself together and be a man about things. What would your mum say if she could see this?
Apologies, Miss Kelly.
I think I've a lass in mind for you.
You do?
Speak to the flower girl on Lemon Street, the one with a pretty smile. She's a sweet girl. I reckon you two were made for each other.
Agnes will take some beating, Miss Kelly. But I won't know unless I try.
I need to ask a favour of you. I mean to ask about your pa's job.
Oh, what about it?
Have you still no interest in it?
I'd say no, Miss Kelly. It ain't for me.
Then I think I may know a lad. A good lad. He's eager to learn. He just needs a chance, Henry.
Say no more, Miss Kelly. I'll have a word with the old man and see what I can do.
Oh, Henry Hopkins. If there were more men in the world like you, it would be a brighter place. Chin up now, boy. No more moping. You're better than that. Girl of your dreams ain't gonna be interested while you got a face like a smacked ass, is she?
You're right. No more feeling sorry for myself. I promise. Thank you, Miss Kelly.
I ain't looking for company.
Oh, that's a crying shame, Mr. Yard. You look lonely.
Mr. Who?
Sorry, Sid. Mr. Yale. Oh, it's been a long night.
If you're having a laugh at my expense, you can fuck off.
On the prowl, are we, Mary?
I might be Mr. Leach.
Oh, doing the formalities. I'm feeling high as a kite tonight, my dear. I'd have you say my name, please.
Of course, James. Anything for you.
Mary, you are a riot tonight. If only you'd had this much vigour when we found ourselves in that dratted blue bottle den. I made quite the scoundrel, didn't I?
That you did, Mr. Henshaw. Your performance had me near weak at the knees.
Is that so? Then, by all means, call me Mr. Henshaw.
I'll call you whatever you like, James. For the right price.
Consider me game. I hope you know, Mary, I've the utmost respect for you.
Oh, that's nice to know, Mr. Leach. 4 pence, please.
I too know what it's like to have one's profession maligned. You might say we are kindred spirits.
Oh, say whatever you like, Mr. Leach. But be quick about it.
Oh. Hey. Oh. Be a good girl now, Mary.
Likewise, Mr. Leach. Good night. Miss? Excuse me, miss? You dropped this.
Oh, blimey tight. Thank you, dear. Miss, whatever's wrong?
It's you.
Have we met, love?
You're next. You're gonna die.
What in heaven's name are you talking about?
It's the truth. You have to believe me.
Say another word and I swear I'll stick one on you, you mad bitch.
Constable? Constable, a moment, please.
Miss?
I have information about the murders.
That's so.
Please. Inspector Abeline knows me. He said if I have any information, I should tell him right away. If someone dies and you did nothing, what would the inspector say then?
On your head be it.
Miss Barnett, I'm told you are eager to see me. I hope it's not to lead us to the doorstep of another innocent man.
I'm just trying to help, sir.
I'm listening.
I saw her this evening. His next victim.
Does this victim have a name, by any chance?
She weren't in the mood to give it, sir. But I'd recognise her again. She had on a black bonnet and her dress had flowers on it.
Flowers?
White lilies they were.
How lovely.
That ain't all. The letters T.C. were on her arm.
Do you know how many women there are walking those streets with flowers on their dresses? And these letters, what are they? Initials?
I don't know. But it's her, Inspector. I swear it is.
There's only one plausible explanation for all of this. You know who the killer is, don't you?
No, I don't.
Then how do you know who is next to fall under his knife?
I touched her, and I saw it.
Miss, please tell me you are not for 1 minute suggesting you came to this knowledge through supernatural means.
Sir, I don't want to believe it either, but it's true.
Is it now?
It's a gift some people have. They can see what's going to happen, like Madam Eve.
We're finished here, young lady.
You shouldn't be ashamed, sir.
I said we're finished! I don't know what you think you've seen, but you're wrong.
Dear boss, I keep on hearing the police have caught me, but they won't fix me just yet. Is this from him?
You're a clever woman. More than most in your situation. Whatever it is you're up to, I suggest you stop. Are we understood?
Miss Kelly is here to see you, Mum.
Oh, if you have come for another reading, think again. Lady Randolph and I are dining at the Criterion.
Oh, to hell with that. There's going to be another killing. I've seen it. Did you hear me?
I did. I haven't the faintest idea what you expect me to do.
Oh, sound like you care.
Women have always died in the streets. They always will.
Please. The police don't believe me. I've got nowhere else to go.
Yes, well, Inspector Aberline only sees reason. His mind will not be changed.
Then we must try something else.
I think it's best you know that we are not alike. There is no question you possess a prophetic talent. I, on the other hand, do not.
You're lying.
I do not confess I'm a sham to just anyone. You should be honored.
The cards. There's not a hope in hell you'd know what I was going to pick.
You could have plucked any from the deck. I would have said the same thing.
Everything you told me about Pizer, where I'd find his address.
One of Madeline's girls came to see me. She'd spoken about Pizer before. When you said you used to work there, I couldn't believe my luck.
You knew my name!
Have you any idea how many women in London are called Mary? Elizabeth was next, then Sally.
But my husband... How?
There are subtleties, undetectable to most, but not to me. You all say so much without even realizing it. Contracted pupils, clenched jaw. Oh, you are angry.
I wonder why.
In our first meeting, when I said others, you reacted by hiding your hand, the hand of your ring finger, the hand that reminds you of death. But why the guilt? Do you blame yourself? Yes, of course you.
Stop! Please.
Now, I know of two people. Well, one's not strictly a person, but they'd be much more interested in this than I could ever hope to be.
Mr. Jenkins?
You do know that's not his name.
Or whatever the bloody hell he calls himself. The man's a menace.
He mentioned things have been fraught.
He mentioned sending his bloody hound to follow me. The damn beast won't leave me alone. I had to drive it away with rocks.
I'll grant you talking animals are a surprise. Thank yourself, lucky it wasn't a snake.
You don't believe him, do you?
Of course I do, stupid girl.
But he says he's Lancelot. That'd make him hundreds of years old.
1,291, actually. That's nothing.
How did you do?
This doesn't need to be long. I'm immortal. I hate that word. I don't know anyone who uses it, but there we are. Lance and Fey are the same. Before you ask, we are not Varney the vampire. He and his kind can be killed. We cannot. There's more than just the three of us as well. Most probably dozens, each with their own particular gift, like yours. Only difference is you shall die like everyone else. Now, dinner beckons with far more interesting company than yourself.
What do they want with me?
Have you not been listening? Dinner interesting, you boring.
I'll sit here until you return then.
Try the docs. I believe Lance had about this evening. While you're at it, you can return his journal. He left it here last night. Please do not be here when I get back. I have a knife.
I ain't done nothing.
You said that the last time.
Well, it ain't nothing you can prove.
What keeps you out so late, Master Bennet?
I'll have you know I'll be Mr. Bennet now, thanking you very much.
Oh, my apologies, Mr. Man. I hadn't known you'd been promoted.
I promoted myself.
Oh, of course you did. That's all well and good, but it don't go explaining your tardiness.
Now I was the man of the house, I've got errands to run. Can't help it if I ain't got time for chit-chat.
Ah, is that so?
It is so.
Well, little man, don't let me stop you, or the one hair you got growing on your chest.
I'll have you know it's 2 hairs. I counted them this morning.
Here, would you and your 2 chest hairs like a job?
I'm listening.
There's a lad on Commercial Street, a muffin man. Do you know him?
I do. He's ever so kind.
Well, he's an Hopkins boy. I happen to know that his pa is looking for a lad to work for him.
A baker?
Buns are better than mud and shit, don't you think? You want me to put in a good word?
Oh, yes, Miss Mary. Bless you.
Esther, what are you doing out here so late, love? Does your mum know where you are?
No, she's with a new bloke. Thought I'd go out for a bit.
You all right?
Buster took my orange money.
Well, I'll take Mr. Parker's tempers over what's lurking on these streets.
Don't worry, Mary. I'm prepared for any carry-on.
What you mean?
I got a knife, don't I? Anyone wants to shiv me, I'll shiv him first.
Esther, you can't carry that. It's not safe.
Safer with it than without.
Please, go home, love.
I know your face.
And I yours.
The kind girl from Lemon Street.
Likewise.
What but brings you out?
A few loose ends.
Oh, how mysterious.
Us bunters must rely on a little intrigue, miss.
The old hagums are often left as dregs.
Don't speak so unkindly. On Hanbury Street, there's a place you can go. They give you a bed to sleep and all.
If I am to bed down tonight, there is always tomorrow, and day after, and those after that. What then, dear? What then?
We must take the days as they come.
We had a fellow come to our lodgings, miss. Come to help, he had. Reform is what he said. We're all up to no good. No one cares what becomes of us.
That ain't true now, please. You'll give yourself the horrors.
With him about, we are not safe here. Perhaps some of us will be killed next.
There ain't been a peep from him for a long while. We're safe.
It's of no use. We've no choice, do we? There's nothing to be done.
Evening, Magdalene. How's business treating you?
I'll leave that to the imagination, Master Grant.
Ah, reckless indeed, Mary. I wouldn't allow me such freedoms.
I'm sure your men don't mind.
Ah, while we're on the topic, who's this gentleman I hear you've been entertaining? Foreign, so I'm told. Handsome, too. A little above your class, is he not?
A swindler and a cheat is what he is, so you're well suited. Shall I give you an introduction to him?
Oh, do! What a frolic that would be. Wealthy, handsome, and exciting. Why, my heart's all a-flutter.
Men are all the same, bloody fickle in their tastes.
Quite unlike our murderous friend, wouldn't you say? His tastes seem rather particular.
Alexander.
Though I've heard he often fails to pay. Don't be upset, Kelly. He only chives the old ones. You'll do splendidly.
You're a sight for sore eyes.
So I'm tired by the look of things. It's about time you got yourself home, innit?
What's it look like I'm doing? I ain't in any hurry.
That boy found work yet?
Oh, Mary, don't be like that.
How else do you want me to be?
He's doing the best he can, Mary. Honest, he's just...
Fallen on hard times? I know. Ain't we all?
We do the best we can when we can. You know that.
Ugh, and here we have her. The cleverest girl in the whole of Whitechapel. Oh, if the world saw as much sense as you, Kitty Whitlock, we'd be on the moon by now.
Get away with your Mary Kelly. I won't be having none of this nonsense talk.
If it ain't so bold of me to say, Kitty, you shouldn't stay with Jack. He's bad for you.
It ain't like I've got much choice, Mary. If I had my pick of them, I'd be laughing. Life don't work out that way, though.
What if I told you there's a lad I know could be your Prince Charming? A Hopkins lad and all.
I'd tell you had too much to drink.
Listen, Henry has terrible luck with women. I think you could be the one to change that. Oh, he's a kind soul, Kitty. Just think about it for me.
All right, Mary, but only 'cause it's you.
Lady Fey,
What is it she comes to hurl at me this time?
I ain't come for no trouble. I promise.
Another superb fight, Mr. Jenkins. There aren't many can stand against a Whitechapel warrior and claim victory. What's more remarkable is how your face doesn't show even the slightest blemish. And come to think of it, it never has.
Mayhap these men you pit me against have not the strength to draw blood.
Very good. I shall endeavour to source a more violent rival for your next bout.
Miss Kelly, should you not be out selling your wares?
Miss Eve thought you might be missing this.
Oh, did she?
The lady and I have become reacquainted these past few days.
Shocked, truly.
Well, matters have been somewhat delayed. Did you set eye upon these pages?
No. I hoped you would tell me, sir.
Now she wants to listen.
Listen, we were shown visions to lead us here. One was of a woman in a red shawl. It was you, Mary.
Visions? What sort of visions?
The kind that involves trapping a winged demon in a mirror and killing it.
The creature showed me the way to Merlin. He's here in Whitechapel.
You want him to turn you back? To the way you were?
You've yet to hear the best part. Faye thinks he's the one slaying women. Part of a ritual to restore himself. Keeping Faye like this is rather toilsome.
You reckon I've seen him? When I touched Blondie here.
You are the key, Mary. As your power grows, you'll see more.
I already have. This evening, I met a woman and I touched her. I saw she's going to die.
Then we cannot waste a moment longer, Mary. I can train you to harness your power, but it is up to you.
When do we start?
Concentrate. Just breathe.
I am breathing. Can't do it.
Rome wasn't built in a day, Mary.
I don't give a toss about Rome. There's a woman out there who needs my help, and I can't bloody do it.
You expect too much of yourself. This isn't easy. Now, breathe. Mary, I said breathe.
I'm trying. My neck feels squeezed.
That's good. You've made a connection.
Doesn't feel good. I can feel her. She's scared. The knife. I see it. Long, like the one in the newspapers.
What else?
I can taste... Oh, God. Her blood. I can taste it. He's there, in shadow, standing over me. What happened? I need to see more.
You are foreseeing the woman's death. There is no more. Do drink some water, you shall feel better for it.
I had her in my hands for just a second. I was a fucking fool to let her go.
You and I both know there is nothing that would have swayed her. You did the best you could.
I should have done more.
Then let us rectify the matter. Look for Merlin instead.
Oh, I'm not sure. There's an awfulness to it, a bloodlust.
Please, Harry. If we don't try, we'll never know.
All right.
Do as you've done before. Just breathe.
His eyes. Such sin. Wild as cats they are. He's coming at me with a knife.
Superb, Mary. Keep going.
I can't. I'm sorry. It was too much.
What is he wearing?
Looks like a gentleman's cape. I can't tell you what colour. I don't see it that way.
Can you not try harder?
Do I look as though I could try harder?
What?
It's me, ain't it?
Esther, come in, love.
Charlie sent me, said to tell you to come meet him down dockside. It's the dog. I didn't know you knew the dog.
She prefers Fey, love. But that's not important right now, is it? Look, tell Charlie we'll be there as soon as we can.
Yes, Mary.
Is there something wrong, Esther?
It's just... Can I stroke you, please?
Let it be known I am only consenting to this because the girl did us a service.
I always wanted a dog. Before my dad left, he said we were going to get a pup. He was going to let me pick it myself, but he went away. Thank you, Faye, for letting me stroke you.
Off you go now. Go let Charlie and the others know.
What is all this about?
You don't think it's just us in this fight, do you?
You've organized children to do your bidding.
Ain't it our bidding? Come along, Lady Fay, we've a wizard to catch. You called?
You sure you weren't followed?
Fay here would have made it known if we were.
These are dangerous times, Miss Mary. Can't be too careful.
He's loving this, isn't he?
Tommy caught sight of your man downriver about half-hour ago. He gave him the slip, but Kate set eyes on him further along the bankside.
Mary, does he really mean Merlin?
What did he look like?
He was a dark-looking fella, moved all shifty-like.
How shifty?
Like, I was gonna rob someone and I don't want to be nibbed, shifty.
Did he see you?
How could you ask such a thing, Miss Mary? Course we weren't seen.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Like ghosts we were.
What was he wearing?
He had this big old cloak thing on, with an hood and all.
Sounds like our chap.
To a T.
Is there anything else you can tell us?
When Kate told me where he was, I went and looked myself. Keep it tight as a drum round here, you know.
So I can see.
Came to the ward side, took a rat out of a bag. I've never seen anything like it in my life.
A rat?
Oh yes, Miss Mary. And he cut it open with a big old knife, he did. Poor Kate was almost sick with it.
What devilry does he devise now?
What then, Charlie?
He had this tiny glass thing, like a bottle. He filled it up with the red stuff, put a note in there. Then off it did sail, down the Thames.
We need that bottle.
Must be halfway across the channel by now.
Not likely.
Charlie! How?
I's a mudlark by nature, Miss Mary. I can't help myself.
I take back everything I said. The boy's a genius.
Would you give me a moment, please?
I'll keep a lookout, Miss Mary.
The note is handwritten, but it's soaked up too much blood to be able to read.
A name, spell, curse. It could be anything.
Who would have thought the rat had so much blood?
And they're a good source of fuel for the darker side of the arcane. You're not likely to run out of them in London, are you?
I've seen shapes like these in my dreams.
Runes. We're getting close, Mary. I can feel it. It must be him. It must.
Charlie, come here a moment.
Did I do good, Miss Mary? Is it what you needed?
Oh, everything and more, little man. Did you see where he went?
I had Tommy tail him. Told him to keep well out of sight. He went into a barber's on Cable Street. Your bloke unlocked the door, so I'm thinking he's the governor.
Oh, you little cherub. Bless you, Charlie boy.
Oi, Miss Mary, if you're after who I think you're after, would you do me a favour?
Name it.
Teach the cunt some manners for me. I ain't having none of his nonsense no more. Not on my manor.
You are a woman of many talents, it seems.
I wish I could take all the credit for it, but in all honesty, Charlie taught me.
Of course he did. What can you tell me of the man who comes here?
Nah. Man lives, man sleeps, man cuts, and man eats.
Is he here?
Yes. But no tell, no speak.
It is very important I know, small one. You will assist me, won't you?
Oh, yeah. Yes, yeah. Man wakes, man eats, other men's come, men's get cut.
Where is he?
Yes, yeah. Down, in the dark, damp.
Downstairs? In the basement, then? When did he return?
Morn. Death on hands and red in water. No, dog, don't go.
I have a soft spot for rats. They're absurd creatures, but very eager to please.
That was right odd to watch.
Oh, you become accustomed to it, I assure you.
Well,
A man arrived with blood on his hands. We have him.
what would Merlin want with a place like this?
Would you think to look for a killer in a barber's shop?
Suppose not, no.
There you have it, then.
This ain't what I saw in my vision. It would Mr. Dulac who was fighting him, not us.
We've yet to uncover the rules of your gift, Mary. A vision could be one of many possible futures.
If you're sure.
I am. Now we must proceed with caution. We've no idea what we may be up against. It has been millennia.
Eager to please my foot.
The creature seemed adamant. Someone has been here, though. Look, Mary, the markings on the floor.
Yeah, didn't you say this sort of lark were part of his ritual?
Yes, but I wouldn't have expected this particular symbol.
Maybe there's something here to tell us where he went. Recognize anyone?
No. But if memory serves, Nagorna is in Poland.
I've seen ingredients like this before at the chemist. Mr. Green had me help him make a sleeping draught.
I detect monkshood.
Vetoktal! Vinua!
Oh, drop the axe! I know it's you!
Nie powinno was tu być.
Mary, I'll hold him off. We need something to subdue him.
Like what?
That sleeping draught you mentioned might do it. Oh, but give this one a kick. For heaven's sake, Mary, throw something. Throw anything.
I beat Merlin!
No you haven't. It is not him.
Bugger. Then who is it?
I would ask him if he wasn't presently unconscious.
You said throw something.
If you had just trusted in me, or yourself for that matter. I was convinced this would be him. The accent, the herb, the special knife. Of course, the old tree mistook it for a pair of blasted scissors. Merlin must have located the monkshood from somewhere else. This man is not the one we seek, Mary.
You can't tell me you look at all this and think he weren't up to no good.
We shall take our leave. Now.
Oh, I don't half feel queer.
Oh, why not tell me you are suffering?
Not the time or the place for it. Oh, just get me home, I'll be fine.
You need medical attention.
Mr. Green, he can help.
Mr. Green. Bloodayworth. Yes, Mary, an excellent idea.
Who now?
Follow me, and we shall go as slowly as you need. Have you the strength to forge onward? We can sit down to rest, you know. There's no need to martyr yourself.
I'll be fine. We're almost there.
Bloodayworth! It is I, Lady Fey. Please open up. We're in need of your help.
Is that his Christian name then, or what?
Lady Fey and Mary, how might I be of assistance? Mary? But that must mean... Well, toss me acorns. I had a feeling there was something special about you. I couldn't quite tweak to it, though. When did all this come about?
Fucking hell.
Contact with our brave knight appears to have unlocked something. It's all very odd.
Fucking hell.
Maybe give her a moment to acclimatise. Now, you're in need of help, I believe.
In our search for Merlin, we happened upon a rather unsavoury character.
In London? Quite shocking.
Dear Mary here was engaged in some potion crafting. That's why she looks a little worse for wear, I'm afraid.
No wonder she looks white as a milk flower. Come here, Mary. I assure you, my bark is worse than my bite.
What is this?
That, my dear, is a jar of dirt.
Oh.
Huh. You really did find a clever one this time, didn't you?
I do try. Some of these things are hundreds of years old. They have worn remarkably well.
Better than you, then.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. You've caused yourself a bit of trouble by the looks of things.
It ain't so bad, Mr. Green. Mr. Tree. Sir?
You may ask any question you like, Mary. I see them in your eyes.
Only if you're sure. What should I call you?
You can call me by my name, Bloodayworth.
But are you a man or a woman?
I'm neither. I'm me. I suppose it would make sense to call me they.
What are you?
Do try not to be so rude.
No need for that, Lady Fey. It is complicated for a fleshling like yourself to understand.
Try me.
There were Bloodayworths before I. We spawn ourselves, you see. When my time comes, I shall grow myself anew. And so on throughout time.
You give birth to yourself?
That's one way to word it in the human tongue, I suppose. Though it does sound rather silly when you say it.
How old are you?
I would say I've seen around 500 or so years.
So not as old as her, then?
Huh.
I was born long after Lady Fey, Mary. I am, as a fleshling would say, middle-aged. I am beginning to feel it in my rooms.
If Lady Fey can hear other animals, does that mean you can speak to other trees?
How clever of you, Mary. Though not all trees are as sentient as I am. I do have siblings here and there, others of me kind.
What do they say?
Well, the usual complaints. Root rot, boredom, woodpeckers who don't seem to get the message that they aren't welcome.
Don't they get lonely?
I've never really thought about it. But when we are surrounded by life, how can we feel alone?
If I think of anything else, I'll let you know.
You do that. Now, what's all this about you and potions?
I don't understand. Every single one I made was useless.
A person with your gifts would have made a connection to the arcane regardless. You disappoint me, Lady Fey, allowing a mortal to endanger herself like this.
You know I would have refrained from it if we'd any other choice.
What sort of danger?
Oh, the arcane takes a terrible toll on soft bodies such as yours, Mary.
Oi!
I mean to say mortal souls do not take well to spells and the like. It saps you, erodes the very life from your body. But regardless, there's nothing I cannot fix. Though we shall need to work quickly before the young lady swoons.
How does that feel?
Oh. Tastes sweet and sour all at once.
The heavier it sits on the tongue, the better. in my experience.
Thank you, Blodeuwedd?
We will leave you in peace, old friend. There's still much to do.
I strongly advise against gallivanting around this city with Mary in her current condition. It will be most unwise. She needs rest to let the potion take effect.
That we shall. You have our word.
Really? Yes. Rest. Immediately.
Good show.
We shan't keep you any longer. Farewell, Blodeuwedd.
And you, Lady Fey. You too, little witch. Take care now.
I know Blodeuwedd means well, but we ain't got time to rest.
What do you propose?
You want to find Merlin, and I do too. But the woman...
Is as lost to us as she was this morning.
Maybe not.
Oh, surely you're not suggesting we will find her here. Merlin preys upon the old and destitute.
I know the shrew that owns this place. This ain't the only business she runs. She's got lodging houses too.
Oh, you think the woman may have stayed in one of them?
That's what I'm hoping.
Oh my goodness, Mary. So good to see you. And you brought a friend.
It isn't a casual visit, Lottie. I need your help.
Anything for you, Red. You in trouble?
Nothing you need worry about.
Only if you're sure.
Madeline around?
No, away with some toff for a sordid few days. Put me in charge.
Perfect. She leave you the keys?
What is this?
I need you to get me a book.
The book?
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't serious.
I'd rather not know.
So this book?
It's a list of every soul who's ever stepped foot under a roof she owns.
No wonder the girl didn't want anything to do with it. I can well imagine the clientele they entertain here. Those with power will stop at nothing to protect their interests.
I'll make sure to skip those pages.
Mary, I've never seen such décolletage.
Oh, heavens, girls, girls! Dear Mary has brought with her the most darling dog.
Her name is Lady Fey.
Isn't she just the sweetest creature?
Oh, can she stay?
Is this your idea of help?
She speaks. Then it is decided. We shall have her come with us.
I can do more than speak with this mouth, if you'd like me to demonstrate.
That's quite enough, love. Come along now, she ain't a play toy.
Charlotte, is that what I bloody think it is?
Oi, button your lip. Mary needs it for something.
Oh, Madeline is not going to like that one bit.
Stop fretting. I'll put everything back as I left it.
And the wine?
She won't even know it's gone.
Oh, she ain't there.
Who ain't?
We were looking for someone. It ain't important now.
You don't come asking for the book if it ain't important.
Well, just leave it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ruin your night. Thank you for trying your best, Lottie.
I think you should rest a little while, Red. You look done in.
There ain't time for it.
You're no good to anyone like this. Your mystery woman can wait.
She speaks sense, Mary.
We're playing questions and commands, Mary. Do you know how to play?
I think Mary needs rest, Nance.
I know how to play, but Caroline is right. I feel a bit odd.
Nothing a drink or two can't fix?
No isn't an option, is there?
Not really.
I suppose if I'm under house arrest by you harpies, we may as well do the rosy, eh?
Laughter is the best medicine after all.
And booze.
I'm going to regret this, aren't I?